Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, what's up? So right now I am actually recording this at the ground once again, and to show you off that I'm not lying, here's the floor, here's the table I used to record, but now I'm back at it again at the ground. Whoopee, I guess. Anyways, enough about that. So today I went to my local Walmart, one of the Walmart at Fernwood, and I was looking around trying to find some Wave 2 Legacy figures. I couldn't find anything because they still have some same crap again and again and again. As I was about to leave, I remembered that one of my friends, Laura Starscreen, and also thank you very much for reminding me to get it. I remembered that I found one of the Speedia Velocitron figures, and I found one of the figures that I remembered that's going to be different. I mean, not different, the one's going to be hard to find. I'm actually talking about this. So today's video I'm going to take a look is, if I can angle this dumbass tripod legs. Think I got it? Probably not. Come on. Damn, this is the longest intro I did. Anyways, I have here is the Transformers Legacies Velocitron Speedia 500 collection. This one I have here is Voyager class Cybertron Universe Override. And before we continue on, and you guys do me a little bit of quick favor, so I'll be right back. Before this video starts, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my gaming channel, go to my Instagram to buy something on my Steam, and enjoy the video. Alright, you guys already know the rules. Follow me every social media I have, link in the description down below. And make sure to go to my Patreon. It's going to be the link in the description down below, so you can support my channel and to see every custom paint video that I worked on, which I still need to update 2 posts that I have. Also, I did change a little bit on the background job because, well, since there's not enough space of it, because I had to move into this new table that my mom got, well, I had to cut the background job, which is the same length of it. And to show you what I'm talking about, this is like the whole thing, and I had to cut it, and yeah, that's kind of sucks about it. Anyways, back to the video, back to reviewing. Enough about complaining. So here is what the packaging, what it looks like for the Speedia 500 collection. This time we have in the Voyager class size. You can see Override artwork right here. You can see Override vehicle mode right there in the top. You can see the top of the packaging right there. You can see Override in her vehicle mode. You can see the Speedia logo right there. Same thing on the bottom down there. He comes with the paper ties right there, because Hasbro is going eco-friendly. And then, to be honest with you, I like the box art with, doing like classic G1 style right there. Nothing on the side right here, mine is the finishing up the artwork right there. Side of the packaging right here is showing up Override artwork right there. And yes, this character is a female, and I'll tell you why in a bit. And the back of the packaging showing off everything right here, transformed to 19 steps, so yes. Alright, let's get on what accessories that, of course, Override comes with. Showing off the vehicle mode, transformation robot mode, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Let's begin with the only accessory that Override comes with is her weapon, of course, which you can plug in back to the vehicle mode. Now, here's the funniest part of this. If you guys have the original Override figure and have the original Cyberplanet key, first, nice painting and sculpted detail on the weapon, and you can flip her guns out like that, so you can have like a double barrel gun. Pretty cool. Both of the wings, by the way, is on a hinge. You could go like that or go all the way like that, but to me, I like to have it like this. And I see a lot of people just slide it in the Cyberplanet key, and there you go. Now you have a Cyberplanet key active, and her weapons popped out. So yeah, this one, I don't have a Cyberplanet key, and I don't have nothing to, plug it in, but yeah, it doesn't connect all the way in, just flops around, so yeah. So that pretty much that's it for Override, weapon. Now we'll get on with the vehicle. And here it is, Override and her vehicle, but wait, she's missing something. She's missing her gun. Yes, she does have an awesome weapon storage, which I actually love it a lot, like the original toy. There's a peg hole right there that you guys can see, and there's a peg right there. They just go in, of course. Also, I'm having some issue with the vehicle mode, by the way. It is a giant pain in the ass to get everything in line. Come on, stop being an ass. Think I got it right. Well, somewhat. Okay, there we go. Now I got everything perfectly. Here it is, override and her vehicle mode. Her vehicle modes look like a futuristic racing car, but from her planet, it look like a Cybertron and race car. Right off the bat, the painted sculpted to the detail of this figure looks great. The classic white and red, hints of gold, and of course some color black on it, you guys can see. But off camera, it have like a different shade of it look like a different shade of brown, but it look like a different shade of black. I mean, not sure. It looks great together. The one thing I love about Override is her wheels are translucent, like the original toy. Funny enough is, this part right here in the back wheels spins, and this back right there does not. On the original, her whole wheels does roll, and I like it a lot. Unfortunately, I do not have that original figure. The one thing I have a complaint about this is her head can shown right there. Yes, this is the robot head right there, and there is some gaps right there in the vehicle mode. You can see there's a gap right there, where's my finger is poking out. What else? There's a gap right there. Another gap. This hole right there is a gap. Yeah, vehicle mode looks okay, I guess, but damn, there's gaps everywhere. As funny enough, there's no even robot kibble showing off. And also, spoiler alert, this whole piece right there you guys can see is the robot legs. That's pretty funny. It does roll pretty well, what I mentioned right there. And if I keep my mouth shut, look, well, hear this. That's pretty cool because of the detailing of the wheels right there. You cannot flip out the guns like in the original toy, which is pretty sucks. So yeah, there's a pickle right there, so you can add in like you can add like a weaponizer weapon right there. Same thing. There's a pickle right down there for some apparent reason. I don't know why, but okay. But yeah, I wish they could add some more paint to the vehicle mode. Just my opinion. And that pretty much that's it. So yeah, vehicle mode look great, but what you gonna do? Transformation, by the way, is easy, but it also is gonna confuse you a lot, just because the instruction is kind of a bit bullcrap, to be honest with you. So yeah. So the first thing to do is remove her weapon, which not gonna lie to you, it is a bit hard to get it out because I think the peg is very hard. So if your copy is very hard, I would recommend to sand it down, which I should probably do mine after this. First thing first, bring the gun barrel right out like that and flip up the wings. This is the part, that's the way I can go like that. Or you can flip it all the way up like that. You have some options of it, but to me, I like to have it like this. Well, you could do the same thing on a vehicle mode, so yeah. And this looks like a paint mishap right down there, but anyways, enough about that. The first thing to do is flip up a little bit on the cockpit of the vehicle mode. Then you want to starting off by the legs is to unpeg this right there. There's a tab right there and to go to this slot, and there's a slot right there to go to this. I mean, the tab right there and to go to this slot. So if you want to transform it back to it, is go together. But right now we're transforming to remote mode. First thing to do is to bring this out. Now, do you see this tab right down there? Right, you can see this tab right there. It will go into this hole. Right over there, this hole. Flip the feet out. Bring this up right there. And this tab right there will go into this slot. And if you want to make sure to angle it and put it all the way in like so, and to bring the feet forward like that, and you do the same thing on the other side, which by the way, this part is right here is on a hinge and a hinge right there. I didn't show the camera. hinge here, hinge here. So yeah. Make sure to straighten the legs out, by the way. Now the arms, you want to unpeg these two. There's a peg right there, you can see, and there's another peg right there, and it will go into the hands like that. But right now, you want to unpeg it. Next is to bring out a little bit the arms like that. Untap this piece right here. You see this slot right there? I mean, the tab right there and this here, and there's a slot right there that you can, plug it back in like that. Transform into robot to vehicle. But like I said, we're doing vehicle to robot. That's how we do. That's how we do in the review. And this part right here, you bring the arms out like that. These two are in like little groups together. You guys can see, and you can put it back in. But I'm not going to show that off because the giant pin that he has to deal with. Bring it like that. The arms, swing this around like that. So you got the arms having forward. Flip the wrist around. Next part is bring the whole thing back right here like that. Bring the whole piece down like that. Now this hinge right there could go in, up like that. Same thing with the other one. Now here's the best part about this. I love what they did design of it over override transformation, because these things right there are sliders, and you want to slide it out because you want to have this tab right there to go into this slot right there. But first thing to do is bring the chest down like that, so these little tabs will go into these grooves right there, like that. Now you want to slide this part in like that. And this hook right there, you guys can see, if the camera can stop being an ass, to go into this part right here. So you want this tab to go into this hole right there. You want to time it perfectly. Like that. You want to do it nice and perfect timing. If not, well, you kind of screw the pooch right there, I kid you not. So don't screw it up. I kind of screwed it up multiple times, so don't do the same. Do not do the same mistake I did. Make sure everything's all in, everything is slide in, hooked in, and tapped in. Oh, forgot to mention one thing. Make sure you tap the backpack all the way perfectly nice, so the back doesn't, flop around like a limp noodle, for God's sakes. And now I want some noodles. God damn it. I wish mine is already freaking ate. And there you have Override and her robot mode, and holy crap, she looks great. And yes, I said she, because in the Japanese version of this character, the actor who plays Override is a male. So Hasbro think, much better get a female actor to play this. And now Override in the US is a girl. And the Japanese name of this character on Override is Nitro Convoy, which is actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie to you. So here it is, Override in her robot mode, and I love this robot mode so much. Compared to the original figure, which I do not have, and don't worry, I will buy the original figure. I just need to find it soon. The painting and sculpted detail of Override looks great, showing off more of the color scheme right here. But like I said, I wish they could add a little bit of more paint to it, just to add my opinion, alright? Because you guys already know my custom paint Transformers. Some of my figures I worked on for this channel, which I probably should do more in the future. Which I actually do have one, but I forgot to upload it, so don't worry. Well, I forgot to add and upload it. One of the major complaints about this is the waist. Because the whole backpack piece right here does interfere for the waist articulation. So that's one of my major problems. But the rest of it looks great. Looking over at her head sculpt, on the other hand, damn, she looks great. And her head has some translucent translucent looks of it right here, but unfortunately her eyes are painted in. So what's the point anyways of light piping that you're gonna paint the eyes in? Although it looked like to put it into the color white on it and this part around some gold, and that's the rest of it right here on white, and pretty much that's it. Well, just in my opinion. Articulation wise, by the way, head is on a, well, guess somewhat a ball joint, but you can see the little ball somewhere. So it does go 360 degrees. You can look up that far and not that much down, so somewhat of a hair articulation, but she can go 360 degrees. Arms is on a swivel, so it does go 360 degrees. You can move the arms in and out like that. Swivel at the bicep right here. A perfect 90-degree bend on the wrist, on the elbow right here. Wrist is on a swivel, so it does go 360 degrees, and because of during the transformation. And you do have a port right here for the weaponizers. And like I said, for the waist, you can go left and right a little bit, but because of this back piece right here, which is sucks so much. Legs can go forward that far. Sadly, not much backwards because of the backpack. It does go in and out. Swivel at the bicep. You want to make sure to move the legs a little bit, so you can do the swivel at the bicep and move the leg a little bit back far. A perfect 90-degree bend, and she got a giant ass knee pad, by the way. Well, it's over 90-degree bend, by the way, sorry. And her feet can go up and down like that, but that due to the transformation. And you do have some ankle pivot, so you do get some decent posability. And to be honest with you, my copy of Override is perfectly good. No loose joints, no, the legs doesn't flop like that. It's all perfectly good, like, watch this. Well, the knees move a little bit because I shake it a little bit hard, but I shake a little bit hard, but yeah, knees are not loose. The elbows are not loose. The arms are not loose. Same thing with the arms right there. Same thing on the feet. So you have some good, decent posability of it. And by the way, you can plug in her weapon right here on the hands like that, or you could mount it to the side like that. So you do have some options of it, but mostly have it like this, of course. And I guess you could put a weapon storage on her back, but I am actually not going to go to. You do have a port right there, so you could plug in like a, if you have a bandai stand right here, they have this hole. If you have a peg right there to go into this hole on her ass. Okay, I better shut up. So yeah, Robin looks great. I actually like it a lot. All right, time for the final pose, the final result, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Overall, Legacy Override is a good figure. I actually highly recommend it if you have the original Override figure from Cybertron. There is a repaint version of Override, which is representing the Shadow Glass version of Override. If someone can custom paint this one, or Hasbro can repaint this one into a Shadow Glass version of Override, I kid you not, I will buy it. But this right here is pretty good. Now, if you guys actually want to get Override, the only way to find it is just get it in Walmart. I was lucky enough to find it because I was planning to buy Blur, but Blur, Burnout, or Road Rocket, they don't have Blur, but when I found Override, yeah, I had to get it. Anyways, have fun, stay safe, and always, I'm out.
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.